to be queer, I am all of these things, and it's important for me to fight and tackle all of these different issues. And I'm sure that the same conversations happen amongst women of other races and ethnic groups. And I think that's also the really great thing about the environmental justice movement, is that for us, environmental justice is all-encompassing. It's not just the air and the water. It's how my children walk back and forth to school and whether or not they're safe. It's the households that women reside in. It's our economy. It's whether or not we can safely and freely purchase homes or even have access to quality food. So I think that that type of work is happening. It's just important that we make sure that we are mobilizing and agitating other people to be active and involved as well.
Okay, just a small comment. What you have addressed is really, really very important, because a symptom of this crisis is that the approaches are divided. And even the UN system is responding in that way. They did a big summit on financial crisis, a big summit on agricultural, a big summit on food and sovereignty and so on, and the approach is really divided. And I think that indigenous, black people and women have the capability to make an holistic approach, because we have very deep involved with care and with life. And that's our strength. We have to find out in these people which we have been always down. We have been always how can I say, under the dominion of the powerful. And we have seen the roots of everything. They are looking just at the success and their values. So we have that strength. And we have to build up a huge movement that call the feminist movement, the women's movement, the different political movements, to build up really a holistic approach. And the other thing that we have to do, and we need to do, is something that you addressed, is that this is not a matter of specialists or technicians or politics. It is a matter of everybody, and we have to recover the knowledge of the people, the knowledge of the women, in order to give a response. And if we look for in the world, there are a lot of responses, very, very successful, in order to respond to this climate change, even with immigration and so on. We have to if we just recover the history of the U.S. duty immigration, it is great. It's a great example of how societies can be built from different forces. So we have to resignificate this history, because sometimes history is related under the powerful eyes, and we need to rethink to rebuild our history, to make a re-lecture of our history in order to find those keys and to build a new civilization more holistic.
One small part that I'm going to throw in there is to throw out the U.S. Social Forum as an opportunity for education, because you had asked in the back, it is very complicated, especially if you start getting into policies and this percent and that percent and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's very complicated, and I think that's also a real challenge that we have in our grassroots communities, is how to make them understand these really complicated issues. And so I would just throw out there that do you guys know about the U.S. Social Forum? The U.S. Social Forum is happening in June. Is it June 23rd to 26th?
22nd to 26th.
22nd to 26th.
I have cards about it too.
Oh, she has information about it in Detroit, Michigan. But that's a place where a lot of people in the United States and international allies are going to come together and gather and kind of try and do this cross-pollination. And that's a really great place that if you can make it there, there will be a lot of workshops, a lot of discussions, and that seems like a really good place to learn a lot and get together and start to meet people here in the United States to start learning more about these issues. So Jackie has cards, and so we'll make sure to put them out here and give them to folks. Okay, so the last four people. You first, you second, third, and fourth.